So you've started to collect geological objects, minerals, rocks and fossils, and over time you get a large collection, and unless you do certain things you begin to forget key bits of information, or the objects themselves can be harmed or deteriorate. So here at the museum, here in the museum collection in Dudley, we have a very large collection, about 18,000 objects, and that requires a lot of space to put these things into safekeeping for time. And here is one of the cabinets. This one actually is our ammonites cabinet, and let me just give you a peek at how we do things here. Okay, each cabinet contains a group or a type of similar fossils in this particular case. Here we've got ammonites. Ammonites are the coiled sea creatures, a bit like a squid from the past. And they are chiefly preserved in limestone or soft limestone like chalk, sometimes in clay, mudstone, and occasionally in pyrite, iron sulfide, fool's gold. So within the museum we collectively put each object into its own separate acid-free card tray, and all the information that we have about that object we record on a card. And it's very, very, very important that whenever you collect something to keep information with it. If we don't record where we had it from, which bed of rock it came from, then it's little more than a trinket. But when you add the information about where it came from, the time period it's from, then you're doing proper science and you can pass good information on and value to the future. And the horizon, the stratigraphy from which it came, along with the location, as much detail as we can give. If we can say which corner of a quarry, certainly give a grid reference, name of a town, name of a street, that's great information. And something about the collector, the person that collected it, because ultimately all of our collections as individuals pass on beyond our lifetime, and we give our collection to someone else. If we don't, then the chances are our loved ones will not understand its meaning or its value, and it will be thrown away or dispersed, and really important information can be lost for those future generations that are interested in these things. Now, there are lots of stories that I could tell you about how to keep objects in good care within a large collection like a museum, but perhaps one of the key aspects of the long-term care and curation of geological materials is the fact that some of them can break down even when they're sitting in a cabinet in a museum environment. So I'll tell you about that in the next segment, particularly with reference to iron pyrite.